The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. A gentle breeze rustled the leaves of the Ogwugwu Forest, whispering ancient secrets. It was a place of magic where the veil between worlds thinned and spirits roamed freely. Here in the heart of Nnewi, the Ogwugwu Forest stood as a testament to the enduring power of nature. Days turned into weeks, and the relentless famine tightened its merciless grip on Nnewi. The once vibrant laughter of children was now a distant memory, replaced by the haunting cries of hunger. Granaries that once brimmed with yams and cassava now stood desolate, their emptiness echoing the village's despair. The elders, their faces etched with deep lines of worry, convened daily, their voices mere whispers as they grappled with the dire situation. Old Mama Izina, the village healer, observed with a heart weighed down by sorrow. She knew well that their ancestors had endured such trials before, their faith tested by the fickle hand of fate. On one particularly stifling evening, as the air hung thick with despair, Mama Izin resolved to seek the ancient wisdom of the forest. Clutching a handful of sacred herbs and kola nuts, she wrapped herself in a shawl and ventured into the encroaching darkness, determined to find a glimmer of hope. Mama Izin's bare feet moved silently over the forest floor, guided by instinct and the faint silvery glow of the moon filtering through the dense canopy. She knew her destination, a clearing deep within the Ogwugwu, where a giant baobab tree stood, its gnarled branches reaching towards the heavens like the arms of an ancient deity. This was the shrine of Allah, the Earth Mother, the spirit believed to be the protector and provider of the land. Kneeling before the ancient tree, Mama Izin carefully placed the offerings of herbs and kola nuts at its base. "Great Ayla," she began, her words echoing in the stillness of the night, "we, your children, come to you in our time of need. The harvest has failed and hunger stalks our land. Guide us, O Mother, show us the way out of this darkness." She bowed her head, her forehead touching the cool earth, and waited, her heart pounding in her chest. A low growl resonated from the depths of the forest. From the swirling mist, a figure materialized, two glowing eyes fixed upon her, piercing through her soul. The spirit spoke, its voice a low rumble. "You ask for my help, mortal," it boomed. "But what makes you think you are worthy of my favor?" Mama Izin knew this was a test. "I will help you, but only if you can solve my riddle." The spirit's riddle echoed through the forest, a cryptic message that seemed to hold the key to their survival. "I am the heart of the forest, the source of all life," it boomed. "I am hidden in plain sight, yet unseen by those who do not know where to look. Find me, mortal, and your people shall be saved." Mama Izin rose to her feet, her heart pounding with a mix of trepidation and determination. She knew that the spirit's riddle was not merely a test of her intellect, but a quest that would demand courage, faith, and a deep understanding of the forest's secrets. With a deep breath, she stepped forward, her bare feet sinking into the damp earth as she ventured deeper into the Ogwugwu's embrace. The forest seemed to close in around her, its ancient trees looming like silent guardians, their branches intertwined overhead, creating a tapestry of shadows and moonlight. Emerging into a clearing, bathed in an ethereal glow, Mama Izina gasped in awe. Before her lay a sight of breathtaking beauty. Towering trees, their trunks draped in moss and lianas, formed a natural cathedral, their leafy canopy filtering the moonlight into beams of silver light. At the center of the grove, a spring bubbled up from the earth, its crystal-clear water cascading over smooth stones, filling the air with a gentle music. This was no ordinary grove, Mama Izin realized. This was a sacred place, a sanctuary untouched by time. As she stepped cautiously into the grove, Mama Izin noticed a small altar fashioned from stones at the base of a giant oak tree. Upon it lay an assortment of offerings, kola nuts, cowrie shells, beads and feathers, all carefully arranged as if placed there by unseen hands. Kneeling before the altar, Mama Izine carefully placed her own humble offering of herbs and kola nuts alongside the others. As she raised her head, Mama Izine noticed something she hadn't seen before. Growing near the spring, amidst a tangle of vines and ferns, was a plant unlike any she had ever encountered. Its leaves were broad and green, shimmering with an almost iridescent sheen, and at its center, nestled among the leaves, were clusters of fruit, plump, round, and glowing with a soft inner light. Intrigued, Mama Izine cautiously approached the plant, her hand outstretched. As her fingers brushed against the fruit, a jolt of energy coursed through her body, sending a thrill of excitement mixed with trepidation down her spine. Carefully, she plucked one of the fruits from its stem and examined it closely. As she held the fruit in her hand, Mama Izine realized that this was the answer to the spirit's riddle. A sudden gust of wind swept through the grove, rustling the leaves and sending shivers down Mama Izine's spine. The spirit materialized before her once more, its form flickering like flames in the gathering darkness. "You have found the answer to my riddle, mortal," the spirit boomed, its voice echoing through the grove. "The fruit you hold in your hand is the key to your people's survival. It is a gift, a blessing from the forest, but it comes with a price." "What is the price, Great Spirit?" she asked, her voice trembling slightly. "The forest provides, but it also demands respect," it said, its voice low and menacing. "Take only what you need and waste nothing. Never ever reveal the location of this sacred grove to any living soul." Mama Izine listened intently, her heart heavy with the weight of the spirit's warning. She swore an oath to the spirit, vowing to honor the covenant and to protect the sacred grove with her life. With the spirit's blessing, Mama Izine returned to the village, her heart filled with hope and a newfound reverence for the forest and its mystical inhabitants. She shared the fruit with her people, carefully explaining the spirit's instructions on how to cultivate the seeds and care for the plants. True to the spirit's word, the fruit proved to be a miraculous source of sustenance. The famine that had gripped Nnewi for so long began to recede, replaced by a time of abundance and prosperity. Mama Izine, now revered as the savior of her people, never forgot the covenant she had made with the forest spirit. Generations passed, and the story of Mama Izine and the gift of the forest was passed down from parent to child, becoming a cherished part of Nnewi's oral history. The villagers continued to cultivate the magical fruit, which they named Nachi, meaning gift of the father in their native tongue. The sacred grove remained a secret, known only to a select few who were entrusted with its protection. Each generation chose a guardian, a man or woman of wisdom and integrity, who would carry the burden of knowledge and ensure that the covenant was upheld. They became known as the Ndi Iche Ogwugwu, the keepers of the forest's secrets. Over time, the story of Mama Izine evolved into a legend, a tale whispered around evening fires, a reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. It taught the importance of respect, gratitude, and the interconnectedness of all living things. And so the Ogwugwu Forest continued to stand tall, its ancient trees bearing witness to the passage of time and the enduring legacy of Mama Izine. Its whispers echoed through the ages, carrying messages of wisdom, warning, and hope. The people of Nnewi never forgot the lessons of the past. They lived in harmony with the forest, respecting its boundaries and giving thanks for its bounty. The Ogwugwu, in turn, embraced them, providing sustenance, shelter, and a spiritual connection that ran deeper than blood. The tale of Mama Izine and the gift of the Nachi fruit serves as a timeless reminder that we are all interconnected, humans and nature, the physical and the spiritual. It teaches us that true prosperity comes not from exploiting the natural world, but from honoring it, respecting its limits and living in harmony with its rhythms.